High school football is back. This is ET Final Score.
What's up, everybody? Eric Sullivan here for the ETFinalScore.com football show, presented by CBS 19 Sports and the Tyler Paper. It is week 5, folks. District play. It's here for most of the big schools, which means this is where you separate the good teams from the bad. We want you to be a part of this show. Best way to do it is Twitter, at ETFinalScore. I'm at East Eric Sully, CBS 19. Send your pictures, scores, vines, all your stats, and we will show them on air within the next 30 minutes of the football show here. We start with what's turned into a pretty big and important district game contest that always happens right out of the district season. White House and John Tyler. This year's meeting at Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. John Tyler still winless going in. Here come the Hungry Lions out onto the field early on. White House punting from their own 2-yard line. JT's Datavian Gross. He's got skills back there. Slips 1 tackle, 2 tackles, gets it on the edge. He's going up the right sideline. Gets touched, but it doesn't matter. 50-yard. JT up 7-0. All right, here comes the great Bryson Smith. He's getting better every game, going to the great Damian Miller. Texas Longhorns soon to be 64-yard touchdown. That's a play of the night nominee, 14-0. White House would finally get it going. Colin Bullard finds Trent Williams for an incredible catch in the back of the end zone. They would miss the extra point. Don't pose there, young man. You'll get a penalty every time. 14-6 at the end of the first. Bryson Miller at it again. This time he hands off to Kadarius Henderson. He is going to go 45 yards, and look at him get the block and dive into the end zone. 21-6. Colin Bullard comes back, gets it to Zach Pollard. He gets the ball inside the 10-yard line. A couple of plays later, Bullard is going to hand off to Braylon Shackelford. Big B is going to find that end zone, 21-12, missed extra point. And we are still going on, folks, as you look at the East Texas Fair here in Tyler, Texas, out there at Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. And here is what we have right now at the score. 44-23. That's way more than that right now. And we do have an update as Travis Shosting joins us on the phone, who's still in the press box at Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. Real quickly, Travis, give us the latest score you have there.
Right now, JT is up 65-33 with just under 4 minutes to go. The big story in this one is the penalties. There have been 42 penalties for almost 400 yards in this one.
Travis, we know this game is pretty raunchy. A lot of smack talking. How many penalties have you counted?
Right now, 42 penalties and counting, and it's been a slow game. It's been a long game. Looks like JT's going to pull it out, but the story also offensively for JT is Bryson Smith, 5 touchdown passes tonight. He's looked as good as he's looked all year.
Did that week off, how big was that for him, and really John Tyler as a whole?
It looks like they've regrouped. They've made a few changes here and there. Braylon Jones was playing both ways. And it's worked for them definitely tonight.
All right, Travis, appreciate the update. 65-33 right now. JT leading late in the fourth quarter on White House. Travis, have a great night, buddy.
Thanks.
All right, let's get back to non-district play for now, and you got to love this game right here in East Texas. Bullard Panthers at the White Oak Roughnecks. These two programs mirror each other in a lot of ways. Let's get to the action from Roughnecks Stadium. Early on, White Oak's Cade Palmer is going to get taken down by Derek Landrum. What a great defensive play by the Panthers right there. Now they're punting, and the Panthers block it. Micah Hughes has recovered it, and they got the 2-point conversion afterwards. It's 8-0. More Bullard. This time Hood Taylor is going to get stripped by Austin Iskey, who recovers it, and the Roughnecks have the ball. Connor Herron, he's going to get the touchdown right here. It's an 8-7 ball game. Bullard still with the lead. Now they got that offense going. Coach Wilson goes back to Hood Taylor, finds Major Tennyson, maybe the most talented tight end in East Texas. Big gain right there. Taylor this time to Nick Costas. So he pushes it out on the run, and Nick hauls it in, makes a move, is taken down, but that drive is still going. It would end with a Brooks Parham touchdown. Good job, BP there, 16-7. Now White Oak driving late in the first half. Cade Palmer to Dax Davis, and Dax spins out after making the catch. Boy, looking like a college football player right there. And then Palmer inside pass to Davis. That would give a touchdown. Roughnecks are on the board. We got a ball game, 16-14 at the half. But in the end, the Bullard Panthers come out on top. What a win for them on the road going into district play next week. 23-20 is your final score in that one. And for reaction to Bullard's big road win tonight, we go back out to White Oak. That's where CBS 19's Jeff Schaefer has been all game long, and he has your post-game interviews.
Yes, Eric, huge win tonight for the Bullard Panthers, 23-20 over previously undefeated White Oak. I'm joined now by Bullard quarterback Hood Taylor. Hood, first of all, talk to me a little about, this game, kind of slow start for both offenses. The defense is kind of ruled early on. Did something click as the game moved on that allowed you guys to start moving the ball offensively?
Just our defense giving us momentum. We just started spreading the ball out. Our linemen just kept fighting. We kept fighting through bad plays. We just moved the ball. We just kept playing, did what we were taught to do, and about it.
The guy standing to my other side, Brooks Parham, he just seems like he's kind of the workhorse there in the backfield. What's you as the quarterback, what's it feeling like to have him standing back there with you?
Just give him the ball, move out of the way. Just give him the ball, let him run. We got a good team. He's a great player.
All right, Hood, thank you so much. Congrats on the win. Now I am going to step over and talk to that workhorse in the Bullard backfield, Brooks Parham. Brooks, first of all, talk to me. How tired are you after a game like that? It seemed like you had a lot of carries and a lot of tough yards that you had to gain tonight.
Yes, sir. It's always tiring after a game, but giving 100% no matter what, and couldn't do any of that without my offensive line.
Just talk to me about, this is your last non-district game. You beat an undefeated White Oak team. How much momentum does this give your team moving forward?
Well, it's huge for us, especially going into a bye week, coming off a win and get ready for district play in Emory Reigns.
All right, Brooks, thank you so much. Congrats on the win.
So, thank you.
So, you heard it, Eric. The Panthers get some big momentum as they get ready to begin district play, taking down White Oak here tonight.
All right, thank you, Jeff Schaefer. Final score. Thank you much there, Mr. Hunter in graphics. 23-20 Bullard victorious. All right, the Longview Lobos kicked off district play at home tonight against a school that's just down the street from them, the Pine Tree Pirates. CBS 19's Jay Williams has the highlights. And just where is this crosstown rivalry at now that Pine Tree is in the 5A district there?
Yeah, Eric, before this game could even get going, the Pirates team brought their flag to midfield and waved it in front of these Longview fans. You could tell it bothered many of the Lobo players. And for fans on both sides, some consider this in-city matchup a rivalry. Others gave me a different answer.
It's not a rivalry yet, because for it to be a rivalry, you got to have one team win, one other team win, and it hadn't developed in it yet.
I went to Longview, so when I moved back, I decided to go to Pine Tree. So, a great years at Longview. It's a good school. So is Pine Tree.
My daughter has friends from Pine Tree. When I went to Longview High School, we played Pine Tree, and so it's a huge rivalry from when I was in school, and it's just nice to be able to get that rivalry back.
Well, whether this is a rivalry or not, let's get to this district play matchup. Longview strikes early here. Michael Ross to his big wide receiver, Jacorian Jones. They take the early 7-0 lead. Later in the quarter, almost the same place in the red zone, different play, same result. Tylen Miller punches it in. Longview up 14-0 late in the first. How about this? After a fumble recovery, Tylen Miller does it again, this time with his arm to John Sorey for the big touchdown. Longview keeps pouring it on 21-0. In the second, Pine Tree would respond as Daniel Bonamy hits Malik Owens, evading Longview tacklers. Pirates would fail to score on a two-point conversion, making it 21-6. Later in the second, on third down, Ross's pass incomplete to Sorey, but check this out. One of Pine Tree's coaches gets heated up. The coach and Sorey getting a bit of a staring match. Rivalry or not, this game was getting heated. But Longview would get the ball right back here. Travion Claiborne with the interception, taking it to the house. First defensive touchdown for Longview this season. Eric, the Lobos left no doubt who is the best team in Longview. Tell us that final score one more time.
Done, young man. Jay Wallace right there. 61-6. Longview Lobos making a statement in district play. You saw the bodies flying around there. That is Lobo football. Congrats to Coach King and company. All right, another rivalry game, probably the biggest one of week number 5. Lufkin and Nacogdoches. And now that it's a district game once again, the stakes are so high. And remember, NAC has been upsetting the pack the last couple of years. Not the case tonight. 38-0. Impressive win for Coach Mike Todd. The pack over NAC 38-0. Let's get back to the highlights. Marshall Mavericks 3-0 so far, and they have been playing some great football. Maybe contenders with Longview to win. Let's get to the action in this one. First quarter, it's Roger McCullough taking a big shot, but he picks up the first down. Roger the Dodger's a tough cat right there. A couple plays later, Justin Slayton does finish off the drive for the Bobcats. Hallsville up 7-0. How about that? The fans in purple loving every minute of it, but Marshall known for running that football. Justin Hart, he can sling it. Jacavian Dabbs wide open for the touchdown, 36-yarder. It is tied at 7 with a few minutes left to go in that first quarter. Picking up the action, Hart to Dabbs again, and Dabbs people just fly off of him. Look at the moves he's making. My goodness, what a play. A couple of plays later, it's going to be Cameron Holler doing what he does. That is that Maverick running game as he pushes the Bobcats over. It is 14-7. Coach Clint Harper likes what he's seeing right there from the shotgun. It is now Justin Hart. Look at the patience, the time. Look at the spin on that one. That is Mr. Dabbs getting right into the red zone. He is one tough cat to take down. The students at Marshall know they've got the vibe this year. And just before the second quarter, Roger McCullough going to get the quarterback sneak to make it a little bit, Cameron Holler runs it in, making it 28-7. It is all Mavericks in this one as we check the final. 56-21, October the 9th. Hate to jump ahead. Marshall hosting the Longview Lobos, oldest rivalry in the state of Texas. Can't wait for that one. A couple of scores last night. Liberty Lee trailed only 6 at halftime, but they go to 0-2 in district play, losing to Rowland 54-20. Lindell tonight gets the job done on the road. Way to go, Coach Metter. 19-7 the final. Jacksonville, not a very friendly night at Ennis, 57-0. Mount Pleasant beats Greenville in a big one there, conference game 31-21. First break is happening right now. So many more highlights coming up, including Kilgore Gladewater, Frankston, Winona, West Rusk, and ARP. You're also looking at the live ETFinalScore.com website scoreboard, the best and most talked about scoreboard in East Texas. We're back with more highlights and scores in 2 minutes.